So, to my mommies, what's up, mommies? What's up, moms? What's the dealio? Whoa, whoa. Okay, so this video is for mommies, or if you're pregnant and you are soon to deliver your bundle of joy. These are things that I used after I gave birth, postpartum for myself, things that I use for breastfeeding. My baby was colicky, so things that I did for my baby while she was colicky, and just overall things that maybe your newborn may need. It's just all in one. So for my postpartum, I did have vaginal delivery, and on her way out, she got stuck. Her shoulders were stuck, so she did tear me. So I did have stitches. Things that I use to help relieve the swelling and, any of the pain and things like that. I'm sorry, I have a headache, and it's like right here. But anyways, and she's watching TV in her bouncy chair, so that's what you hear over there. Things that I used postpartum were Tux medical cooling pads. Awesome. I suggest anybody to buy them. You can get them, I think, at Walgreens for like $8 and CVS. It comes in a pack. Sometimes the hospital gives it to you too to use. Also, disposable ice packs that you can break and shake. Those are awesome to help with the swelling and to help reduce, the pain a little, to numb it. You just sit on the ice pack and it helps. Also, you will need pads. Some women bleed heavier than others. I mean, I had my menstrual maybe for only like 3 weeks postpartum, and then I wasn't bleeding anymore. But that's just a heads up. You may need for pain. I mean, they prescribed me oxycodone, but I chose not to take it because I was breastfeeding. So I would suggest Motrin, Tylenol. Also, once you give birth and you come home, you might have to, go get, of course, I went to her doctor automatically because she was jaundice. So I had to see her doctor the following day after she was released from the hospital. And then I went and got her birth certificate and all that the very same day. And then the next day I had to go and do blood work on her. Because the doctor sent me to do blood work on her. So my legs became very swollen. My feet got really, really swollen. So I had to keep my feet up a lot. If you can avoid going out a lot and being on your feet a lot, I would suggest, do that. If not, then I would suggest that, once you come home, elevate your feet automatically, put your feet up, and, take a load off. I know it's kind of hard with a newborn, but I mean, if you have daddy there, take that time for you because you need it. You just went through hell giving birth. I mean, I was 15 hours in labor, so I understand. If you do vaginal and you do require stitches, no heavy lifting if possible, because it will rip your stitches and, and no intercourse, supposedly. But anyways, if you're a breastfeeding mom, I'm a breastfeeding mom. I still breastfeed. I'm a breastfeeding mom. Things that I needed at the hospital and at home. At the hospital, I took my boppy and my breast pump because my breast milk really didn't come in actually until 2 days after I gave birth. Well, the day after I gave birth, excuse me. The day after I gave birth is not when my breast milk came in. My colostrum and breast milk, whatever, didn't kick in until then. And the hospital had to mandatorily give her formula because her sugar dropped. So they had to give her formula. After my breast milk did come in, I started using the boppy. And even before my breast milk came in, it's good to still latch them because it helps get things in motion, you know. So my boppy, my breast pump, nipple pads because you're gonna leak, and a nipple shield or a nipple guard. They may give you one in the hospital. At least in mine they did, and then I went and bought one myself, and it comes with a little case like this. It's like this, and you just put it on your nipple. You attach it to your nipple, and it makes it easier for the baby to breastfeed, so that way you're not going through so much pain. So yeah, the nipple shield. I bought this at Walmart for $4.99. For $4.99, and it's awesome. I don't use it really much anymore, not as much as I used to, because she is 2 months going on to 3 months, so she latches on a lot better. But when she was newborn, it was harder for her to latch. So, and I had an inverted nipple, which if you give birth, once you go to give breast milk, if they don't latch, sometimes they won't latch because the nipple goes back. It doesn't stay out. It goes back in. Then you definitely want to use one of these because it helps them latch onto it and then get it to start flowing, the breast milk flowing easier. So this is awesome. I would strongly suggest, and even if that's not even the case, this actually helps eliminate the pain. I breastfeed now and she latches a lot better, but at first it was hard, and she would just latch to the nip itself, and that's not what they're supposed to do. So this came in handy tremendously, and it would help her latch on better, and it made it a lot less painful. I never had to use a lanolin cream with this. I don't use this as often, like I said, because now she's going on to 3 months. She's almost 3 months, and she latches a lot better. But there are times where she doesn't latch on properly, so it starts to hurt, and then I'll automatically use this once that happens. So this is a big lifesaver. I would suggest this to any mom. To breastfeed, this is awesome to breastfeed. I would suggest this to anyone. If they're like, oh, I don't breastfeed because it hurts too much, use this. At least even if you just breastfeed them for 3 months, you know, it's good for them to get some of that breast milk because it helps build antibodies and things like that. So definitely I would suggest this. If you're having a hard time breastfeeding and it's too painful, try one of these before you give up. Try one of these and put it on your nipple and then try to breastfeed and see how it works. And if it's still too painful, then okay, that's on you, and you can stop, you know, by all means. But I mean, I would try this. Really, it works. At least in my opinion, that was a lifesaver for me, because in the beginning I didn't think I was going to be able to breastfeed her, and I'm still breastfeeding her. So also, if you are breastfeeding, you need a breast pump, of course. It'll help increase your breast milk. If you are having low breast milk supply, there are things like this, which is mother's milk. And oops, it helps increase your milk supply. And then these, oops, and this helps increase your breast milk. And if you're going to keep breastfeeding, you want to take your prenatals, so that way they get all their vitamins and things like that. And oatmeal. If you don't want to go and buy all these or whatever, oatmeal, eat oatmeal. I've even heard if you blend the oatmeal finely to where it's like powdery, and you make a smoothie and you put that in the smoothie, it helps too, because you're still getting the oatmeal. So I mean, try that too. by all means. And pump a lot. Even if nothing's coming out, at least it has that suction where it's pulling, and it'll help increase the breast milk. For a colicky baby, my baby was colicky for a couple of weeks, where colicky is where they cry like non-stop for like 3 to 4 hours for no reason. She's watching Curious George, and she's over there baby talking to the TV. Sorry. There's different positions you can hold them in. If you lay them flat on your arm, head here, bum here, and hold them like that. She might start crying. When you give birth, they give you a little booklet, at least in my hospital they did, that shows different positions too, to hold your baby, to stop that from happening, when they're colicky, to stop them from crying. Also, there are baby formulas that Similac have, Inflamil has, and I think Gerber Good Start has as well. Aw, what happened? You were good. So yeah, formulas. Hiccups. Let me finish this quick then. Things that newborn babies will need when they are born. Diapers, of course, wipes, of course, hand mitts so they don't scratch their face, because my daughter used to do that a lot. A vibrating chair is awesome because it helps knock them out, so that way you can do what you need to do. That's what she's in right now, and she was good for a while. She just wants to be picked up. A swing, a bassinet, or a crib, whichever. You really don't need a crib because, I mean, they can be in the bassinet for at least 4 to 5 months and they'll be fine. Receiving blankets, pacifier, A&D ointment, socks, and onesies. Those are the main things that you'll probably need with your newborn. Breast milk. If your baby does get sick and has a lot of phlegm, I suggest you buy Pedialyte Infant, because it keeps them hydrated, and it'll fill them a little bit. But yeah, those are things I would suggest to you guys for postpartum, for breastfeeding, for colicky babies, and things that you would need for a newborn once they're born. I mean, they really don't do much but sleep when they're first out, so onesies is, unless you're going out, and if it's somewhere cold, then I would say, bundle them up. But if you're at home, you really don't. I mean, onesie or a swaddle, or a onesie and wrap them in a swaddle blanket, and hand mitts, socks, or just a onesie, socks and mitts, hats, little hats and stuff like that when they're at home, when they're newborn, because our bodies are used to the atmosphere and the cold and the heat. Theirs isn't, so you want to be careful with that. But those are the things I suggest. Like I said, my daughter is 2 months old. I'll bring her over here. Excuse all the pots and pans because I'm actually about to start cooking, so you see the oil and stuff. But what happened? You were watching Curious George. What happened? Oh, what was that, Mama? You want to say hi to the people? Whoops. 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 This is my 2-month-old. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. What? What? What, you got hiccups? So this is my little one. Her name is Jilliana. She is 2 months now, and she weighs 10 pounds. Whoa, whoa. She is a healthy little baby. 24 inches long. She's a long one. She might look tiny, but she's not. But this is my baby. She's my little one. You guys enjoy them. I'm already back at work. I had to go back to work, but my days off, I love being with her. So enjoy your time with them while they're like this. She's already rolling over and trying to crawl and all that. So I mean, enjoy them. You guys have a wonderful day. Subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any ideas on how to increase your breast milk even more, leave them down below too. Let me know. I'm always open to suggestions and things like that. Also, if anybody wants, I have 3 boxes of this, and if you comment down below and you subscribe and you give me 3 of your top items for your baby, I'll send you, I have 3 boxes of them, I'll send you a box. So, say bye-bye to everyone. Bye. And have a great day, guys. Bye.